again, checking is not is definitely an option there. Okay, double suited jacks in position. You don't want to 3-bet these types of hands. I do a lot of 3-betting on the button because position is very important in Omaha. But pairs, they're not the types of hands you want to be 3-betting. Even double suited pairs, even if it was Jack Jack 10-9 double suited or something, you would do it occasionally, but especially not against this guy's stack size. All right, we go ahead and bink top set again, run good, and that guy checks again. Want to bet here. There's draws out. Obviously, we have the nuts. I'm bet 32. Just the reason I don't bet full pot here is because I'll often not have top set. I'll have other hands. I'll have bluffs. I'll have draws, and when I do that, I want to bet the lower amount just to keep my range balanced. Here, pretty likely he has a draw. I'm just going to bomb it. Hopefully he check shoves here. There we go. Let's hold up here. He needs an 8. Oh, he's got outs. Not a lot. Okay, we held. Sweet. That was a pretty bad stack off by him on the turn. He can check call the turn, seeing as he has. I mean, I don't really like check calling the turn either because there's a decent chance his aces are good. So I guess if he's going to play the hand on the turn, I like his check shove. Though I don't necessarily like playing the hand on the turn. All right, so we flop the nuts and the nut flush draw. That's beautiful. I see bet quite a lot, so I definitely want to do it here. And just pray this guy has 7-8 also. And he doesn't. Sick. Flop the world. Well, this is in a very short time we're running thick hot, so that's good. But I mean thick hot with the hands we're getting. Only got action on one of them really though. But yeah. So yeah. Those were pretty straightforward hands, though, as far as how I played them. Like I said, you don't want to be 3-betting hands like Jack Jack 7-6 double suited. Even though it's pretty, you have big pair. A lot of good things can happen with those types of hands. They don't play as well when a lot of money goes in pre-flop. Similar to like small pairs and hold'em, I guess would be the analogy. Not that you have to flop a set with them in this game. Obviously, you can flop overpair with a flush draw, but even hands like overpair with a flush draw in this game, whereas in hold'em, like 2 overcards and a flush draw, which would be the analogy to overpair with a flush draw here. An overpair with a flush draw is not that good when the flush draw is not to the ace high. So you want to keep that in mind. Here, this guy just min 3-bet. I was definitely going to call a single raise. This is kind of tricky because this guy could bomb it, but with us having ace and him 3-betting, it's unlikely that he will. We flopped a bad flush draw, but we have, and in a 3-bet pot, it's not going to matter too much, but the 8s are really good bluff cards for us on lots of turn cards because if it's a 6 or a 10 or something, then we can represent the nuts. But with the stack to pot ratio like this, where he doesn't have a ton, he doesn't have a lot, then we can't do it as easily. Now, we picked up a low flush or a low straight draw as well. I'm just going to check. Betting there is not terrible. We can represent 5-6 pretty easily. Nemesis can't continue that easily, but 3 ways. I'm just going to check. And against this size bet, that's interesting. Again, now he and I are pretty deep, so I could call here. I have the flush draw, which is not very great. I have the 8, which could be an out, and then I have the 5, which could be an out if I'm behind. Plus, but the problem is I can't value bet my heart if it comes in, but I can bluff a straight card if it comes in. That counterfeits 3-4, but I mean 5-6. If he has 5-6, now he's just going to check it back, and we're going to get a cheap showdown. And the problem is he might bluff some hands here. Yeah, and he's just got a 9. So we definitely had the odds to call, and that's kind of sick that we let him show that down. But we were going to bluff. The reason it's still okay for us to call that turn is because we were going to bluff some straight card outs, like the 6 or the 10 and stuff like that. So it's still a profitable turn card or turn call, especially when he's leading a hand as weak as he did in that spot. Okay. This is garbage. Over here, I'll bring this over for a sec. I got a nice low wrap here. Definitely will be playing it. This guy limps. This guy is a really big fish. You can see. This guy's isolating him, so this hand's not that great to 3-bet. It's okay if I want to isolate this guy, but I'm going to be out of position, so I'm just going to give that up. Or not give it up, I'm just going to call. But I was going to say, if this guy limped, I was looking to trap this guy. I was going to raise over his limp, and it looks like we got a pretty good flop for our hand, except for the flush draw and the fact that an ace is out, so this guy could have top set pretty easily. So we're just going to end up check calling here, unfortunately. This guy has a draw always, and our draw could dominate. This guy doesn't have top set almost ever. I'm going to check raise actually now that I've seen the action. Represent 2-4 and be able to continue on lots of cards on the turn. And like I said, this is the guy I've been looking to trap over here. He's a really big fish, so yeah. Okay, 6-4. Okay, we made the nuts. That's good. But it looks like this guy has top set or something. Wow. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna bet it. Wow, look at me. I run so good. This guy went raised. This guy flatted. I shoved ace queen short stacked, and I won the whole thing. Okay, and I won that. I won that hand. So run good. That's the moral of that story. They both had ace king, which I don't think I misplayed the hand, but at all really. But they both had ace king, and I flopped the flush with the ace queen after I reshoved. Now this is the nightly 100 grand, and I got a pretty big stack, so that's sweet. Open the nines, of course. I get 3-bet pretty large, and this guy is seemingly a nit from the stats I have on him from before. But we're pretty deep. It's kind of gross. I almost want to just fold this out of position because we're deep, but we're not that deep. We're not where I can't comfortably set mine, and there's no dynamic here. And I'm going to be in really gross spot on most flops, so I'm just going to fold actually, which is disgusting.